Hello, everyone. Welcome to Right on Saturday. On the actual Saturday, yesterday, I told you all that I had missed two Saturdays. So this is makeup session for Saturday, the first Saturday that I missed. Then I will be back on this coming Saturday and on that next Sunday to catch up. So I want to make sure that I did all my Right on Saturday shows that I supposed to do because I want to show up for y'all and I'm trying to show up for myself to be consistent and get my author business under control and grow. So here I am. Welcome to Right on Saturday. Today's topic is how I'm building my author brand without breaking the bank. I'm Coach Shelly Lee. I empower aspiring authors to overcome fear, gain clarity, and write the book that God placed on their hearts. If you've been wondering how to build your brand without going broke, today that's what we're going to talk about. I didn't have a fancy setup, a big budget, or a personal team behind me. But what I did have was a message and a mandate to get that book out. God told me to show up, and I've been building ever since on a budget with boldness and with His grace. So today I'm sharing exactly how I've been building my brand without breaking the bank and how you can start doing the same thing right now. First of all, what's my author brand really about? My brand is not about being perfect or polished. It's about being obedient. My brand stands for obedience. I don't post to go viral. I post because I was told to share. It's about faith. I trust God to grow it as I go. Faith without works is dead. Realness, I'm not trying to fake success in any means necessary. I'm walking through it with you all. My brand was born out of prayer, pain, and purpose. That's what makes it so powerful. How do I create brand materials on a budget? Let me tell y'all, in the beginning, when I first wrote God Spoke and I listened, this is my baby. When I first wrote this book, there was an app or a program called Create Space. And Create Space was like Amazon KDP, but to me, Create Space was a little bit harder. And you had to go through those steps to get your book put on Amazon to be sold. I'm not sure Create Space is still available, but I do know Amazon KDP is much easier than Create Space was back in the day in 2015 for me. So let me break it down for you. I was using Canva, the free version, but God has allowed my finances to let me afford the Canva Pro version. And with that, I do my thumbnails, I do my posts, I do my books, I do it all on there. So that's one tool you can use is Canva, the free version, or Canva, the pro version, if your budget allows it. The second tool that I use when I first started out was my laptop and Word. That's all I had was my laptop and Word. So I would go to Word, I would type my document and my manuscript and use it like that. Now today in my Aspiring Authors in Action membership, I also give them a tip that you can go into Word and use the dictate tool. That means you actually read your book. For example, that's my entire photo studio. So I read that sentence in Word and Word will type that for me. So it's dictate to type or Word to type. I can't remember how exactly it goes. But you can use that feature. I also take notes on my phone. So sometimes I'll use my memo tool on my phone and I will actually type out my book or my chapters or my outline. So that's another tool that you can use. I also use done for you content. Done for you content is content that someone else may have made, and I can use that. Now, Coach Elise Michelle, she is my coach. She's a business coach for women over 40, coaches over 40, and she teaches how to do things simple without working so hard. And so she has done for you content that I can use, change up for my brand, use my brand colors, use my brand font, and get what I need done for my author business. So done for you content is number 3. I say Canva Pro, the free version, Canva Pro, the paid version, my laptop and Word, done for you content. And the last tool that I use is my mouth and my message. That's the best marketing tool. Sometimes people are not following you on social media. Sometimes people don't share what you say on social media. So word of mouth is always the best way. Oh, and now that I have came up with a little bit, I'm able to use some of the paid versions of some of the apps. So back then I wasn't. I'm also using a ring light. I hadn't too long purchased that. So that helps me with my lighting and such. So you don't always need Photoshop, you need purpose. Now, once you get the income that you want, then by all means, get that expensive camera, get that background screen, get that Mac or laptop, pay for the pro versions if needed. You have to crawl before you walk in most cases. Now, what's worked best to grow my audience? Here's what's worked: consistency. I show up with Monday motivation, Wednesday word of the day, Friday reminders, and Saturday YouTube shows. Hopefully, I'll get better at doing those. I speak from the heart. I mess up. My speech gets scrambled. I get tongue tied, but I show up with the truth. Letting people see my journey. I'm not hiding the struggle. I'm testifying through it. It's not always easy. Life will be life, and some things come up, and you may not be able to show up on your Saturday weekly YouTube show. But if you prepare in advance for things like that, if you're able to, then things become a little bit better for you, and you're still showing up even though you're not visible. Also, having a coach. Y'all, when I was doing this art, when I was writing these books, I didn't have a coach. I followed Mr. Google, went on Miss YouTube. I watched videos. I searched and searched and searched. I would follow people who were doing the same thing I was doing, but I couldn't pay for the courses. I couldn't pay for some of the templates. I couldn't pay for the workbooks. So I had to gain the knowledge, piece it all together, and get it together for Shelly to understand. And now I'm able to share that with you as an author coach and entrepreneur. So that has been so great for me. So having Coach Elise as my coach has been a well thought out journey. She has shown me how to set up my business. She has shown me what tools to use until I can get a higher income bracket. And she does all of this in the Coaching Simplified Academy group. So that has been a game changer for me. So get you a coach that's going to hold your hand every step of the way and show you how to go and be transparent. She don't hide anything from us. She lets us know the good, the bad, the ugly, and she also gives us some tough love. Y'all know y'all should be doing this or that. Why aren't y'all doing it? And she'll say, I'm gonna drink my tea or I'm gonna sip my water while I wait for y'all to answer. So things like that. So she makes it fun, but she cares about us. And that's the kind of coach you need. I am that type of coach also. With loving and kindness have I drawn thee. I'm persistent, but I'm also firm and I do understand. But I want you to get that book written. And if you are struggling to get that book written, I got something for you. Now, people follow real, period. Again, people follow real, period. Now, what do I skip or what do I wait to invest in? Paid ads. I'm not a part of that. That's not my that's not where I'm at where I am right now. I want to do that one day, but not yet. And maybe I won't even need to worry about paid ads. Who knows? Fancy branding photos, not necessary right now. Canva Pro does what I needed to do. And some other things that Coach Elise is teaching us is showing me how to do those. Design a website. Y'all, I do have a website, but I don't promote it much because it may need a little work. And I'm not a website designer by any means at all, nor do I purpose to be. So right now I have a landing page, and my landing page is PayHip. PayHip works for me right now, so I use that. You can use PayHip, you can use Pinsite, um, and there's also some more out there, but those are the two P's that I can think of right now at the moment. So I use PayHip and keep it moving. And some things that I don't invest in is right now is coaching programs I can't afford. There's a couple of other coaches who are author coaches, and they do what I do. They have all the resources that I would like to have and things like that, but they're not in my budget right now. So I learn what I can and I apply it. Be wise. Don't chase shiny objects. Steward what you do have until you get what you need, and you still need to steward that too. How can someone start building their brand today? Let me keep it simple. First of all, pick 3 words that describe you. Mine are obedient, faith filled, and real. Obedient, faith filled, and real. Now, I may not obey like on that day that I'm told to do it or something like that, but I do get it done. And sometimes it may take a little, didn't I tell you to do this? Didn't I tell you to do that? But I do my best to get it done. Create content that reflects those words. Number 2, pick one platform and show up. That's one thing that Coach Elise has taught us. You do not have to be on every platform known to man or woman. You do not. Pick one of those and then go from there. She told me, I forgot, I think she might have said 6 months to stick with one platform or something like that. I can't remember exactly what she said, but pick one platform and stick to it. Now, the platform that I am showing up on, I have recently started on YouTube, maybe 3 to 6 months ago, but I'm also on Facebook and I'm also on Instagram. But my two main platforms are Facebook and YouTube. Pray before you post. Let God lead. In my Aspiring Authors in Action membership and in my course, I have a 5P method that my aspiring authors use, and it's pray, plan, pen, proof, publish. Pray, plan, pen, proof, publish. Try saying that fast. Anyway, pray is the first step. Prayer is the first step. So let God lead you. And number 5, keep going even when no one claps yet. And I do mean yet, because there are going to be some days where nobody's going to watch your YouTube shows. Nobody's going to look at your videos. Sometimes you won't even get a thumbs up. There's going to be days when you post on Facebook and nobody don't like it, nobody don't love it, nobody don't share it. But you got to still show up for yourself. You don't need to be viral. You need to be visible to the ones you're called to. Now, before I end, I got to pause and share you a story from my book. The title of it is From the Bottom to the Top. The background behind this story, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but the background behind this story was there are days when you feel like life is passing you by. There are days when it feels like everybody's getting ahead. She's getting married. He's getting married. She got a new baby. They got 2 new cars. She just got promoted. He just got his doctorate. They just moved to the West End. She's on vacation in Cancun. She just retired. It's just so many other things that people are doing, and you're still in the same situation, still waiting for your come up. And it just feels like, God, do you hear my prayers? Are you listening to me? Do you even see what I'm going through? And you just wonder, when will it be my turn? And you sometimes feel like everybody is ahead, everybody's life is passing you up, and you're just in a pit. At the bottom of the pit, looking for a way up, looking for a hand up, looking for a way out, looking up for God to come on and get you up out of there. And that's what this chapter was derived from. You know, Joseph in the Bible, he was hated, he was stripped, and he was thrown in a pit and sold. But the pit wasn't the end, it was the start of his promotion. If you read your Bible and you get the book, you'll find out what happened to Joseph once he got out of that pit. In the chapter, I break down how God used betrayal, rejection, and rock bottom moments to position Joseph for purpose. To position Joseph for purpose. And I tell you how that same principle played out in my life too. If you're feeling unseen or stuck, like your efforts aren't paying off, this chapter is going to stir something in you. Go grab God spoke, and I listened today on my PayHip website. Don't just read it, experience it. The breakthrough you're waiting for might be in the next testimony. If today's message stirs something in you, let you know, hey, I need to get that book written, let you know I need to join her membership, oh, I need to buy that book, then grab my book, God Spoke and I Listen. You'll see what it looks like when the obedience opens doors no money can buy. And if you're ready to stop circling the same mountain and finally start making progress on your book, come join my Aspiring Authors in Action membership, where faith meets focus. And you get the support you've been praying for. As I close, I would like to say I will see you all next Saturday. And I would like to leave you with this thought: your obedience is louder than your logo. Show up and let God build the brand. Build the brand. Let me repeat that again. Your obedience is louder than your logo. Show up and let God build the brand. Thank you for those watching. I would love for you to like, I would love for you to subscribe, and I would love for you to share this video with other aspiring authors, with people you know who have a testimony and they're scared or fearful to share their testimony. With people you know who say, God told me to write a book, and they have yet to even write one word on the page. With people that you know who want to be an aspiring author and love writing, but they don't know where to begin. Share this video with them. Let them follow me on social media. Reach out to them. Tell them about Coach Shelly Lee. See y'all on next Saturday. Take care and be blessed. Bye bye. Record.